All right, let's talk about how and when to sign up for the ACT, because I know parents are often thinking, oh, school's going to handle that. And schools do offer a free test in the middle of their junior year. But you know what? That's too late. So you want to sign up early for the ACT test. How do you do this? You go to myact.org. You create a profile for your child. Please use your child's personal email, not their high school email. Use their personal email. When you're going through this profile, they're going to ask you questions that you're going to feel very compelled to get it right. But I want to caution you, do not take 3 hours to fill this out. The questions they're asking are for marketing purposes. They are not for admission purposes. Admissions will never see the answers to this. The marketing department, though, is going to send you a lot of email. They're going to send all sorts of emails once you've registered. They're going to sell your name to different schools based on how you answer those questions. But the marketing department of a college and the admissions department of the college do not speak. So just because a marketing department sends you information does not mean admissions is going to accept you or that they even know who you are. So when you're filling out the registration, just get through it. And when they're asking about the highest math class you have ever taken, if it's honors, not honors, oh, I've got to check with my student, with my son, my daughter. No, just fill it out. Get it over with and go ahead and register. There's a September 6th test coming up. Highly recommend anyone who is available that Saturday, doesn't have a football game, soccer game, golf match, tennis, whatever it is, go ahead and register for that date. It's a great opportunity for freshmen and sophomores alike to get a baseline. And I'll give you an example. We have a family we've worked with, we're on their third child. And the first two, one's at University of Virginia, one's at University of Michigan. If you've been looking into colleges, you'll know both of those schools highly, highly, highly selective, especially for the programs each of these students are in. The third one, he's the only boy, and he is not quite as academically motivated. He's smart, not academically motivated like his sisters were. And so, like a lot of young men, he has the, oh, I've got this. I've got it covered. Yeah, no big deal. I'll handle it. He gets great grades in school. So this is just one more thing I'll handle. And he just got his scores back because we had him take it in June. And his scores, not close to the types of schools he too will apply to. Well, guess what? He hasn't even stepped foot into his junior year yet. He has plenty of time. This is why we take it early. He has plenty of time. If you wait until the high school signs up all of their junior class and they take it in February or March, they get their scores late March, early April, you're late. Now the pressure's on. And this year, 2025, Ohio State did not announce they were requiring test scores until mid-March. So students who took it late February, early March, thinking, I don't need it, Ohio State's my top choice, their test optional, found out after they took that test, they do need a test. So now their backs are against the wall as they scrambled to prep for June, July, or this upcoming September test. They feel a lot of pressure, and that pressure doesn't help your test score. Think about if your child's ever had test anxiety. You don't want to put them in that situation. So signing up early, taking it as a freshman or sophomore, and yes, you can take it as a freshman and sophomore. You can take it as many times as you'd like, with the exception of a handful of Ivy League schools. Most schools just want your best score. They don't need to know how many times you've taken the test. So it doesn't hurt you to take it multiple times. So our prescription for your best outcome is to sign up as early as possible for a Saturday that your child is going to be available. And then do prep in advance. Make them aware of what's happening on the test. You know, even when they go to take their initial temporary driver's license test, sure, they haven't driven yet, but they've studied a book with the laws. They don't expect them just to walk in and, oh, well, you've been in a car, you've seen your mom stop at red lights and stop signs, you should know the rules. No, they give them a book to study. So do your son or daughter a favor, get them some prep so they know what's on the test, because it's not testing what they've learned in high school. And that's why you can take it early and do well, because it's not what you've learned in high school. There are strategies on how to take the test they need to be aware of, but the 10 basic English rules, they learn that by 6th grade. So nothing in high school. Science, all about how to interpret graphs, tables, and charts. Most students struggle with that. Reading, they haven't had a reading class in years. Why? Because they know how to read. Now they need to know how to translate that information to answer questions. So understanding how the test is different than what they've done in high school is really important and can benefit them greatly. So that's kind of the 411 on how and when to take the ACT. So sign up early, go to myact.org, create an account. Don't stress over all of the questions, just get it completed, sign up. September 6th is a great time to take it. July is sold out, you can't do it. So September is the next test date. There's a test date in October and then again in December. So plan strategically, because the sooner you can expose your child to what this test looks like, what it is actually testing, since it's not high school information, the better they can prepare for future tests and knock it out of the park. And you might be thinking, yeah, but schools are still test optional. Tell that to all those kids who thought they could go to Ohio State test optional and found out mid-March the school changed its plans. That's coming. More schools will be doing that next year. Hopefully they won't pull that string right at the last minute, but maybe they will. So why put your kid under all that pressure? If you want some more information, go to our website, kelly-mac.com. And there's lots of information on there. Happy to help you out.